Truth be told, man, a lot of y'all just need to go outside. Truthfully, you got to go outside. Way too much time is being spent on these apps, and everybody's a philosopher and intellectual. Everybody got all these points they want to make. Every like, there's way too many of us who are online, and what we are doing is we're trying to look smart by what's the word I'm looking for? We are commentators about life. We're not actually going out there living life, having experiences. We are online watching and reacting to other people who are living life. And we were trying to look very smart and deep in our analysis of other people living life. But we're not living life ourselves. And so what happens is a lot of these conversations that happen online, honestly, it could just a lot of times these are isolated incidents. It's somebody feels a particular way because something happened to them in their own personal life. And when somebody's telling their own story, listen, they're not going to give the full context because nobody's going to get on here and say, this happened to me, but I can see how doing X, Y, and Z, I brought this on myself. Nobody ever says that, right? And so they're giving you a half a story from their perspective, but because you are a commentator of life and not a liver of life, now we got to get online and make all these videos and try to figure out and seem so smart and so deep. And then what happens is you start to that's the craziest and the most dangerous part. The more time you spend online, the less time you spend in reality. And so then you start to internalize social media conversations. And the problem with that is social media conversations oftentimes may be based in some truth, but they are not the truth. A prime example of that, and I keep bringing it up, was the whole Cheesecake Factory conversation. Because on social media, that's a big deal. But in real life, if you were to go to any chain restaurant this weekend, you're going to see a whole bunch of different couples of all ages and all races. Because in real life, the Cheesecake Factory's conversation was never a real thing. Just like let me give you another example. 50-50. 50-50 is an online conversation. It is not real. In real life, people have all kinds of different setups and arrangements for how they run their household and how the bills are paid and how the house is cleaned and how the meals are made. And truth be told, there's really no such thing as 50-50. I've never seen, and I personally, I don't think it exists, a scenario where the man is paying 100% of the financial stuff and then the woman is doing 100% of everything. Like that it don't work out like that. It's always going to be a give and take. And anyway, the moral of the story, go outside and get you some actual real life experiences. Because this stuff online, I understand you might get a whole lot of views and a whole lot of followers, and you got all these new terms that you made up, and people seeing you as a voice on this. But this right here, this is not real. This is not real. What I am doing and what you are doing is we are looking at and talking to a phone. That's what we're doing. But everything around me, like that's all real. Like there's actually people outside right now. That's real. This is not real. Remember that. This is not real.